And we are learning more about the next steps in the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now with more and learning about when it might actually be inked. What are you hearing?
Well, it seems as if all three countries will officially ink it on November 30th. This is going to be at the G20 summit in Argentina. This is according to Mexico's economy minister. What's unclear, however, is whether the respective countries' presidents and prime minister will participate in the signing or if it's going to be left up to cabinet officials. The reason why it's unclear could be linked to the fact that there's a Reuters report out revealing ongoing tension between Canadian and American officials, with some of the changes being put forward by the Americans since the agreement was set out in September. They seem to be at odds over wine sales. If you recall, the new agreement means that BC will not be able to sell exclusively BC wines in grocery stores, and it appears the Americans want to broaden wine sales even further in Quebec and Ontario as well. I don't think this is going to derail the trade deal going forward, but it is very notable that we have just tension going forward even after the deal was agreed upon. I think this is going to be kind of a big point of contention going forward still.
All right. Now, I understand that, trade and, cross-border duties are affecting some people's shopping habits ahead of the holiday season. And I understand you're also getting some new numbers on Black Friday versus Boxing Day, kind of the American holiday versus the Canadian one.
Yeah, and it looks like maybe the Canadians are being further influenced by American shopping habits. This is according to a new survey from the Retail Council of Canada. If we look at the numbers, it seems as if 35% or 40% of Canadians plan to shop for Black Friday deals versus 35% intending to do so for Boxing Day. Cyber Monday, not too shabby either. Canadians, 30% of them also plan to shop that day. What I think is very notable here, though, is that Canadians, despite the fact that more of them will be purchasing items on Black Friday, we actually plan on spending more money on Boxing Day. And in all holiday spending, it's going to average $675 this year. That's about the same as we saw last year as well, so no big changes there. But one last curious thing is that the Retail Council of Canada found that shoppers plan to quote-unquote buy Canadian this year, with 87% saying it was important to buy domestically. The council is actually making a connection to the USMCA deal, saying that these negotiations actually stirred up a little bit of national pride here in Canada.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Buy local. Tyler, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sonia.